Hey guys, so today I'm taking a visit to the Volo Auto Museum. This is one of the places that I promised you guys I was going to vlog about. It's been a really nice museum so far that I have been to. I've been to this museum over the summer like a couple times and it was like really fun there, guys, so I wanted to show you guys what they had inside of the Volo Auto Museum. Here's a look at the parking on a Saturday morning. There's still quite enough parking here because, you know, there's it's like around, let me just check my watch. It's around like 12, but just goes to show you like how much space there is even at 12 p.m. So yeah, there's still a lot of parking spaces around this time on a Saturday. Well, this is very interesting. This is like an old Texaco gas station and there's like a really old vintage car here. Let's take a look inside what the car looks like. Can't really see because of the, I guess you guys could kind of see it, but yeah, I found this to be really interesting. This is like an old Texaco gas station in front of the, I believe this is a gift shop or something. I haven't been here in a while, so I can't remember if that's the gift shop, but yeah, I just found this really cool, guys, and I thought I'd share it with you. As you enter the museum, you guys are met with a car called the Duesenberg. So these are actually the different kinds of models of the Duesenberg cars. There's one in the middle that looks, I guess they have it in the middle here because it's the best, but as you enter the museum, you're met with all of these Duesenberg cars. Here's a little video clip in front of this car right here about the history of the Duesenberg car. So as you guys look through the different kinds of cars, different kinds of doozies here, you can actually see like a video of how Duesenberg was like made and all that stuff. I think that looks really interesting. This is really interesting. This car door actually opens like this way. Normally it would open this way, but being an old car, the door actually opened like this, not like the other way that we're used to today. But yeah, like these different kinds of Duesenberg cars look amazing. I believe this one's a white one, but yeah, the way that this door opens is actually pretty interesting. Taking a look at one of the doozies here, this one's actually one of the coolest ones that I've ever seen lately. You guys can really see it. Let me see if I can get a better view. But there's like interesting stuff in the background there. But yeah, like you can have like two people sit in the back and then like the driver and the passenger in the front seat. When I came here the first time, this car, this Duesenberg in particular, actually had me like it had me surprised basically. So I just wanted to add this car in the vlog. So yeah, let's take a look at the front of the Duesenberg here. This model. The Duesenbergs were actually a really long car, so imagine having to drive one of these today.
When they get hard up, they sing for their stuff, but they'd much rather do it. I know I want to go.
Hang on, guys, before I go into the actual museum that's right over there, I gotta make a phone call. Yes, hello, is this the... Hello? Hello? Guys, that didn't work at all.
Vacation and lodging, which will take you back in time and see how people travel. We just came in and walked through our pizza place, and that by itself is amazing.
Alright guys, so this is the first showroom that they have at the Auto Museum. The sign says right here that you are in showroom number 1. All other exhibits are to my left and then the military is to our right, but we have to go outside. But yeah, this is the first showroom. They basically offer like different kinds of cars that you could actually buy here. Yeah, like this one you could buy like, I can zoom in. You can't really zoom in, so that's it. But yeah, they have like different kind of cars that you could buy. Like you have to like, but you have to pay like a specific amount per month. Like this one right here, you have to pay like $6.55 per month. So yeah, they have like really interesting showrooms here. Like they have really interesting tassels here. But I like how the showroom looks, guys. It looks really nice over here. Taking a blast to the past from 1938 to 1947 now. These are actually the different kinds of jukeboxes that they actually made back in the past. Like this one right here was from 1938 all the way down to at least 47. So these different kinds of jukeboxes are like, these were used during these time periods. So yeah, and they also have this like really interesting one with the car. So like this one has like a Chevy kind of style jukebox. But yeah, they had like, so basically back in like the 1930s, they started off with like a simple and basic design, but as the years carried on, they actually started making more interesting ones like this Coke jukebox here, and then they moved on to the Chevy jukebox, and then over here you actually have like TV show used jukebox here. So like, as you guys can see, like this was from the 1950s. From Happy Days, and then over here was from 1952, also from Happy Days. So these were both like screen used, as you guys can see by the pictures. Like one right there, that one right there was in the picture, is actually right here in front of me, and this one right here was also right there. And yeah, they actually have like a sign right here. My mom just pointed out like they have like a sign right here, and like, oh, it was a show. Okay, so actually, I just learned something new, guys. Like Happy Days was like a TV show, yeah. But yeah, like really interesting hall of jukeboxes here. We are actually in the movie car showroom right now, and this one obviously looks familiar to you guys, you movie fans. This is actually the 007 car from Die Another Day. So yeah, this car looks really nice. This is actually a 2001 Aston Martin Vanquish. I believe that's what the car is, but here's the little facts of the car in the movie car itself. Let me just see if you guys can read it here. So this is actually the Sub X34 land speeder. This one was actually used from one of the episodes of Star Wars. But yeah, it looks really cool. And then what I like about the Auto Museum is that they have like these like sound domes that you could like stand directly underneath, and then like they play the audio from the TV there. So but yeah, this is the speeder right here, the land speeder that Luke Skywalker used. Now in the middle of every single movie exhibit or every showroom of the exhibit, there's gonna be like, in the middle there's gonna be like different cars to buy. So like, for example, like these ones over here are ones that you could actually buy. There's two other showrooms, but we will get to that soon. That's right, come on, see what's going on in there, come on. Yeah guys, I don't have a good Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, so that I tried my best there. Speaking of Terminator, this car was actually from the Terminator 3 movie, and this hearse was actually driven by Arnold Schwarzenegger himself, as said by the plaque here. So like Arnold Schwarzenegger was sitting right over here. It's very interesting. I also want to mention the various bullet holes that were drilled into the car itself. These aren't actual bullet holes, but these are like holes that were drilled into the car. That's what I believe that's what it says right here on the sign. Yeah, it says the holes were drilled, then filled with explosives, and then painted over. The charges were detonated to simulate the hearse being struck with machine gun fire. But yeah, I wanted to add that in the vlog, guys. So like, yeah, I just like these bullet patterns here, and I completely didn't notice this before, guys. Like all the times I've been here, but these were like the build diagrams for the actual bullets in the car. So yeah, these were the actual like movie used ones that they used for the movie. But I didn't notice this before, guys. I think this looks really cool. Like right here, it's like hearse number 2, Hero DBL bullet hit. And then here's like a sketch of how they want to make the bullet. Really interesting. Well, here's a car everyone's gonna be familiar with. This is the Ecto one from Ghostbusters. If you guys listen closely, the Ghostbusters theme is playing along with the background over here. Yeah, this car wasn't here the last time I was here, so it's really interesting that I found it here, finally. And there's Slimer up there, just minding his own business. Taking a look inside, you guys can see the different gadgets that the Ghostbusters would use. And this is actually where I have to correct myself. Right around here is where the Ghostbusters would put their proton packs right here. They'll put it in the back here. And let's take a look at the front if we can. It's really interesting. And of course, I have to show you guys the siren. It's been nearly 7 years since I saw the sign in this original spot. This sign right here was actually one of the signs to the hotel rooms of Keelan Cove. So yeah, this sign right here. So I'm still getting used to vlogging again. But this sign right here actually means a lot to me because this sign was actually one of the entrances, and it was one of the locations of the Keelan Cove Resort that used to be in Gurney Mills, but it's no longer there. Here's the crime and punishment room. We're gonna be taking a look at it, so we're going in. Okay guys, this is the crime and punishment room. I don't really like this room, guys. It kind of creeps me out a lot, but yeah, it's a really interesting room here. There's like newspaper clippings here, and there's a jail cell over there. You know what, guys? I did the crime, so now I gotta do my time. I'm so sorry, guys. I touched the cars at the Volo Auto Museum. I'm sorry, guys. Those cars were so tempting to touch, but look what happened to me, guys. I got caught, and now I'm stuck here. I can't even go back out there. I can't even go back out there because I'm stuck in this jail cell, guys. No, I'm just kidding. This is actually like a little spot where like tourists can go and pretend like they got locked up, but yeah, this is. I touched the cars, man. I touched the cars. Hey, man. How you doing? I bet you touched the cars too, right? I know they're tempting. I had to see her. I had to see Christine. Why? I'm getting out of here. That was too loud. I'm sorry, Chris. That was too loud, guys. Here's the car that was used in the Bonnie and Clyde ambush. So Bonnie and Clyde were actually sitting here when they got ambushed. And here are some news clippings from the Bonnie and Clyde ambush. It's very dark in here, guys. It's very dark. Like, look at this. Like, they had full-on weapons here, and then they got shot up one day. Can't do the time, don't do the crime, guys. These are the different weapons used by the criminals back in the day. Like, here we have a Thompson gun, and then we have pistols here. Yeah, these are really dark stuff, like newspaper clippings here of the different kinds of murders and criminals here. Taking a look at John Dillinger's car now. John Dillinger was one of the criminals back in history. I don't know much about John Dillinger, but his car is right over here. You can actually take a look inside the window. There's like different drinks here. I don't see any weapons though, but yeah, we're taking a look inside of John Dillinger's car right now. I suppose he was doing too much drinking at the time. Hey guys, look, I found Emperor Palpatine. He's right here. Apparently, he's been doing some really bad crime stuff here, but there's Emperor Palpatine. Here's the car from Christine, one of my most favorite cars that I've ever seen. It's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Well, I haven't seen the movie yet, but it's been one of the greatest books that I've read so far. But I would want to show you guys Christine because I love the Christine movie. Over there, the Christine movie clips are playing over there. You know it's about to play again, so I'm gonna show off this segment. I wanted to mention that we are now in showroom 3. It has a lot of interesting cars like Christine behind me, Charlie Chaplin, and all others. So we are now in showroom 3. I'm gonna try and show you guys as much as possible in showroom 3. Well, here's the car everyone's gonna be familiar with. This is the Batmobile from the Batman TV series. I've actually watched the show a lot as a little kid. You know, I've seen this a lot, so I'm very familiar with the way that it looks. And yeah, but no, the logo is on the front here. Yeah, oh, there's actually like some stop sign. And I'm standing underneath the sound. And yeah, I like the little setups I like the little setups that are in each car section, so that's what I like. We are now in the bike showroom now. These are different bikes that were used during the time. Like this one was from like 1955. And you have like groovy music playing here. So this is the room where they have all of the different kind of bikes here. Like as you can see right here, there's like more bikes here. Unfortunately, this is only on display. But over here you have like different kinds of bikes that they had over the past periods. I really like the sound effects of this car. It sounds really nice. Let's put a smile on that face. Now taking a look at the Dark Knight car. I've always loved the Dark Knight, guys. It's one of my favorite movies. You guys can see in there. It's really nice. And there's Batman himself about to... You know, Batman, you better get out of the way of the thruster there. You're gonna get yourself burned, man. You're gonna be burnt, my guy, if you don't get out of the way. Here we have Dizzy Lizzy. Dizzy Lizzy was actually created in the late 50s. You guys didn't know that? So this was actually to be used in the Main Street Parade around the late 50s. I'm also, as I'm vlogging this, I'm reading off the sign. Yeah, so basically what Dizzy Lizzy would do, she would basically be in this position. She would be in this position, and then there would be like the mascots and stuff riding on Dizzy Lizzy. What I like about this museum is that they have a whole section dedicated to Disney movies here. That's really cool. Here's a good photo. This is Oprah Winfrey with Michael Jackson. I actually like Michael Jackson a lot, guys. He's a great artist, by the way. We're now taking a look at different kinds of RVs that were like upgraded over the generations. So this one is from 1932, a covered wagon. You have like a kitchen area here. Let's take a look. Oddly, when you go inside here, Oddly, when you go inside there, though, it's quiet. Over here is from 1928. Just goes to show you like the evolution of the different kinds of RVs over the years. But taking a look at a comparison, over here you have this one. Now moving on to 1928, and now moving on to 1934, we have the covered wagon. So it became more and more of a house, like a portable house over the years. Over here is in like 1936. It just goes to show you guys the evolution of the different RVs here. So from the earliest times way down there to the more evolved RV. Now I believe we're moving on to Ford trailers here. As you guys can tell, this one is actually a really small one. I would not be able to stand up here at all, guys. Like, the spacing in here is not good at all. But then now we can move on to Another one over here. Let's take a look through this window, guys. It looks nice. We have like a little kitchen area there. Okay, like the spacing is getting a lot better here because this is 1949. Let's see, there's like a dining area here too. And then we move on to this other one, this metallic one. This is 1955. Let's see. Oh, it's become more roomy here too. This looks like a modern 1950s house. It's like a portable 1950s house, and you have like a escape hatch there in case if anything goes bad. But yeah, I think I would enjoy like living in this trailer. It looks really nice. Alright guys, I have to be very careful. This is a very highly combat zone. Okay guys, I gotta be very careful. Oh shit. Alright Sergeant, what are we supposed to do? Sergeant, what do we do? You're tearing us apart. Okay, I got it. This is actually a German World War II half-track right here. I've always loved this area. This is my favorite, it's my most favorite exhibit. Yeah, this is a half-track, guys. Let's take a look inside. Was jetzt? Was machen wir jetzt? Was machen wir jetzt? Amerikaner da! Amerikaner da! Siehst du? Amerikaner da! Was machst du? Ey! Du! Feuer! Feuer! Schieß die Amerikaner! One of the best TV shows playing right now is Band of Brothers. You guys have to check out this show, it's a great show. We got Germans on the lookout on the top of the half-track there. Very cool. So basically what's offered here at the military exhibit at the Volo Auto Museum is that like there's different kinds of like scenery here, like the World War II scenery that I'm currently standing in, and they also have like the Korean War, and then they also have like I can't remember, but they have like World War I, World War II, all those different kinds here at the military exhibit. It's one of my favorite exhibits I've ever been to, guys. This is an M72 nicknamed Law. This is what the inside of the vehicle looked like. I'm guessing they have different equipment on the doors here. And then they have like a machine gun operator on the top here. We're in a different war kind of period here. This is an M60 machine gun right here. But yeah, this is like another war. As you can hear, World War II is still going on in there. But this is a different kind of war.
The tape show.
See, if I were a German, I would have already been shot. You know, this soldier is lucky enough to hold her M1 Grand. I always wanted to hold an M1 Grand. I love these weapons, guys. This weapon right here is my most favorite, the M1 Grand. This guy is getting ready to enter into combat, which is dead ahead. We're now going back to 1916, World War I. At this part of the military exhibit, they have like all the different kinds of weapons and uniforms that they would have during the time period. Like I'm looking in front of me, there's like a World War II German section here. I'm going to show you guys the sections right now. Starting off with the United States, my home country. Here's all of the uniforms and all the weapons that they would have during World War II. Like they have a Thompson gun right here, and then the Jeeps, and then the actual helmets and the uniform. Very nice. And here's the airborne stuff, I guess. Like, so they have the helmets here, and then all the different stuff here. Hope I don't get copyrighted for this, guys. But here's Germany, a language that I love speaking, but unfortunately not that swastika. But here's the World War II German uniforms. I dig all of this. You know, guys, I've been wanting to get a World War II German helmet for a long time. But yeah, they have like the stuff like the MP40 here. Or like yeah, it's the MP40. And then they have like the potato masher, is what the Germans called it. So basically what you would do is you would take this section right here, and then you would pull it out, and then you would throw it at the enemy. And then here's the general's uniform from Germany. So you would have their uniform, and then they would use a flare, and then different kinds of stuff. Yeah, but I wonder what this is. It's like a big canister right here. But yeah, different photos from the World War II on the German perspective. Moving on to Japan, here's their flag during World War II from 1939 to 45. That's the time period about World War II. So like they have like hats like this, and they have like all of these different kinds of stuff to help them out. And yeah, here's something unique. These are World War II German silverware here. So you have like stuff like plates and bowls, and then here's some pictures. But yeah, guys, this is stuff during the time where Germany was not nice. Hallo Leute, wie geht's? Ich sag, wie geht's? They're not saying anything. Here's Great Britain, Australia, and Canada during World War II. Here's the different uniforms that they had, and the different weapons. So this was actually the British World War II Bren. It's a light infantry machine gun. And here's an actual newspaper clipping. Allies invade Italy. But I believe this is like an Australian uniform. And then this is a British uniform, but I don't really know. Fun fact for you guys. The British actually had like a secret, like a revolutionary force. I believe it was called the SAS. Yeah, I believe this is like the special forces that I was talking about. It's pretty cool. These displays in this section of the military exhibit also have like different kinds of stuff like the Korean War, and then the Vietnam War, and now to the current day military war. So like they basically offer a lot of different kinds of perspectives. And now I'm moving into World War I because this is one of the wars. Actually, this is one of the only war that I have the most knowledge on, which is World War I. So I'm going to be heading in there right now for you guys. Alright, I guess I kind of entered through the wrong side, but here's World War I from 1914 to 1919. They actually used these trumpets to like signal different soldiers at the time. I'm guessing this is like a military hat that they had. But yeah, it's like a lot of really old vintage stuff. Like here are the different helmets too. Like this is the World War I German helmet. Here's the Italian helmet, the British helmet, and the American helmet, I guess. But yeah, they had like lots of different cool stuff here. Yeah, and like here's the different uniforms that they had. And I remember you from before. This is the German soldier here. And this is actually a really interesting fact. Like in World War I, they had like hot air balloons over here. So like basically they would like fly, as you guys can tell in the pictures. Like they would like scout. And there's a special significance behind the dog there, but I can't remember. I'd have to read the plaque here. Here's some facts of World War I that's playing on a TV here I never noticed. But yeah, this one's basically going through like Verdun right now. It's pretty interesting.
only 109s of the Mach 190s. Outfighters attack. Attack.
Here's something really interesting. This M114 APC was featured in the hit 1984 Patrick Swayze movie Red Dawn, starring Patrick Swayze and Charlie Sheen. So this was that vehicle that was used in this movie. Wow. I did not know that. That's gonna do it for the Volo Auto Museum, guys. By the way, if you ever have a chance to come here, it is one of the best places to ever go to. They have like different cars from different movies, from different time periods, and they also have a military exhibit which goes through like the World War I, World War II, and the Korean exhibit, Korean War. If you guys ever have a chance to go here, I highly recommend that you do. And it's like $15 per person. So yeah, if you guys ever have a chance to come here, I highly recommend you come here, because I've been coming here for like ever since the summer of this year. So it's been really fun. I promised you guys I'd make a vlog on this. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed today's vlog, and I'll see you all a little later.